Yo, 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 what's up, you guys? This is Jay here on another reaction video. Um, it's just one of the channels I like watching. It's called Far From Weak. Kind of helps you out to kind of teach you how to utilize your masculinity to the fullest level or the best you can to be the best man you can be and everything. The funny thing about this right here, this guy from Fresh and Fit, is so funny because the video starts off talking about bitter men, right? And if you ever seen Fresh and Fit, this dude comes off as very bitter. Yes, a lot of the stuff they do is facts, not all of it, but they are brutally honest when it comes to these women. But I've seen them even come at women that are not coming at them the wrong way, and you can tell how he reacts to stuff that back in his youth, bro, he it's obviously somebody either female broke his heart or females just treated him like a doormat and he's out for revenge, man. So it's kind of funny, just a funny note that the dude starts off with saying bitter men. It's a perfect poster boy right here.
Most bitter guys only discuss the red flags in women. They are so focused on the bad that they can no longer see the good. Some of them even start hating women. Pathetic. It is true that there are many girls with red flags out there, and you need to avoid them. But there are also good girls of high quality. We will go over 8 green flags good girls possess. Number 1. Feminine and sweet. Being gentle and sweet is a huge green flag in girls. It sounds very simple, but this has become rare nowadays. Why? When a girl grows up, she constantly gets told to become a boss babe and that she doesn't need a man. Feminism is teaching women to be hostile towards men. They have this idea that femininity is a weakness. When you find a girl that does not listen to the feminist agenda and is sweet by nature, that is a green flag. Number 2.
Yeah, yeah. That's I feel like that's important. I mean, I don't ever meet too many girls like that anymore, man. So it's
Stays off social media.
it's definitely hard to find a sweet and feminine girl, man. Or at least one of the two, man. Like I rather I don't know, man. Like if I had to choose either sweet or feminine, because I don't want her to be feminine, but then be like the meanest person in the world, but then I don't want her to be sweet and then be like speaking, talking like me, acting like me. Yeah, that's not.
Limiting social media use is a good thing for anyone, but it's a green flag specifically for women. Why? Women are followers by nature. They are not designed to dominate and lead. This means they will always follow something or someone, whether it's the influence of a man or social media. Feminists will claim they don't follow anyone, not a man nor God himself. What they don't realize is that they are simply following all of society's trends, constantly scrolling and following influencers with an OnlyFans. The next thing that happens is that she will start comparing herself with other people online, and she will start comparing you with other celebrities too, leaving her in a constant state of bitterness and envy. Here is the reality. When a woman limits the use of social media, that leaves room for her to follow a man's lead. This is a big green flag. Number 3.
Yeah, man. Like I hate when women compare, bro. Like especially when they're comparing dudes to other celebrities because I've gotten the weirdest comparisons, bro, of dudes that don't look anywhere close to me. Like I've gotten Safari, Then and it's funny because I didn't even know who that was. This girl kept saying I look like him, and like because I look like him, she was telling me what she was gonna do to me, and it was just weird, bro. The worst comparison I've ever gotten was Chris Brown. Yeah, yeah, I'm like 3 shades darker than him, but yeah.
3. She is not an instigator. Women can be very manipulative. It is a gift they are born with, and it has helped them to survive as the physically weaker sex. It becomes a problem when she starts using this ability against you. Think about it. If your wife were to tell you that a man was constantly staring at her, it would probably trigger an emotion in you. That is natural, as you feel a duty to protect her. The reality is that she knows she can awaken aggression in you by saying certain things. Some women love drama so much that they will say anything just to see something happen. A big green flag is when a woman does not instigate you. She must know when to ignore things instead of causing drama. Number 4. Nurturing. Another ability women are gifted with is the ability to heal. They are caring and nurturing by nature. In the modern world, girls are convinced this is a weakness and it gets shamed out of them. Instead, they are encouraged to chase a career and compete with men. This is why you will hear girls say things like, "He can cook his own meals," or "I don't need to clean, he can do that himself." Listen, if a girl likes you, she will want to take care of you. She would love to cook for you and take care of you when you are sick. It is a healing energy that is good for you, especially if you are a masculine man that is on the grind. Imagine coming home after a hard day of work and your girl is waiting for you with nothing but positive energy. She gives you a massage and has prepared a warm meal. It wouldn't take long before you are ready to get back on the grind. You see, men and women are better together than they are apart, but only if they understand their God-given roles. Number
Yeah, man. Like, this is why, like, at the end of the day, bro, like, women are getting to that point now. I feel like their kids are not liking them as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember where moms were automatically the best because of their nurturing nature. Now, women put their kids second. Like, I watched the matter of fact, I'm probably gonna video on that as well, where where this woman she went to court, cus not custody court, um child support court, and she essentially was telling the court that she didn't want to raise her daughter and that her mom wanted her to keep the baby and that she would take care of it. But when the grandma said that, in her head, she was thinking, grandma's gonna watch her 100% and I don't have to watch her at all. I'll go out, be an influencer, and go out and party all the time. So, yeah, man, these women are having these kids, but then they're acting like the dudes back in the day that you know the famous saying, I went to go get a pack of cigarettes and never come back. Women are starting to be that way, man. So
5. Low body count. We live in times where girls think giving their body away is liberation. It is disgusting. Research has shown that the more partners a woman has had, the harder it becomes for her to pair bond. Repeated sexual encounters with multiple partners rewires her brain. The truth is that we don't even need the research to know this. If you could choose between a woman that has little to no sexual past at all, or one that has been with 50 different men, you already know which one you would choose. The cleaner her past, the greener the flag. Number 6.
See, with that one, and this might just be my outlook, I feel like it's almost impossible, man. Like I feel like you would get lucky to find a girl that's under 10, maybe under 20. And that's just me. That's just my low key ignorant view on it. Because every girl that I've ever met, you can tell, man. And y'all women think we can't tell, but you can tell how you roll, how you act, and how you talk. It's there. You might not be saying it, but it's there, man. The more freakier you are, I feel like the more likely you've had tons of partners because you think that's the main thing to keeping a man, and it's not because, and it's obviously it's not because you keep going from man to man to man. But anyway, next.
She supports your purpose. You have two types of girls, one that starts nagging when you are chasing your purpose, and one that encourages you going after it. If you planned to see your girl on a specific day, but an event comes up that you must attend to, will she start nagging and complaining, or will she understand? Most guys limit their own potential because they allow a woman in their life that does not encourage his purpose. Pathetic. Any good girl will support your goals, while a bad one will become the obstacle in your way. Always remember that. Number
That one is hard as well, bro, because I read a lot of articles, watched a lot of videos, um, and this is the reason why women go for older men because they don't want someone that has potential. Like they want it to be there already. Um, and it's crazy that a 21-year-old woman that doesn't have anything expecting a 21-year-old man to have something already is totally insane to me.
7. She respects her father. Look at the way her mother treats her father. Does she treat him like Homer Simpson, or does she have love, respect, and admiration for him? This is important because that is what she grew up around. If she never saw her mother love and respect her father, she most likely doesn't know how to respect a man herself. And if she witnessed her mother always yelling at or disrespecting her father, that is even worse. We all get conditioned a certain way during our upbringing, and it is very difficult to break free from that conditioning. It takes time, effort, and awareness to do so. Now, I know the world is far from perfect, and not everyone comes from a perfect household. But if your girl does come from a loving household and she respects her own father, that is a big green flag. No.
See, with that one, like I agree with it 100%, right? But at the same time, you got these dads, they come from a good household, but you got these dads that spoil them when they shouldn't be spoiled. They don't discipline them when they need to be disciplined. So they get this mentality. So like with that, it has to be a middle. It's like a middle ground. Like you gotta, like as a man, I feel like you gotta look at the father and see how he commands respect from, like he said, his wife, but also does she always go to him asking him for stuff, and it's always an automatic like, yeah, baby, da, 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 da. Yeah. Like, 'cause I watched this one show where this late, like, I forgot what it was called, but essentially the premise of the game show was that I guess um the contestant gets asked a question or gets asked questions before the actual show starts, like on a lie detector test, right? And so the host will come back on the show and and ask them those questions to see if she's telling the truth or not. And so the woman asked, um, has she did she still wish she was with her ex, right? And stuff like that. And she said no, and that was a lie, right? And that's when it started to go downhill. If I can find the video, I'll post it down the link below. But it's insane. And then it just started going downhill with lies, lies, lies. Because like I guess you get like three chances. There was like three or two chances or something like that. And then one of the questions is, have you ever cheated? And she said no, and that was a lie, bro. And I was like, I think it might have been the last lie she could do, but her dad refused to accept it. He was like, "You're a good person. You're a good person." Like when you can constantly telling your kid he's a good person when they're not a good person, or if your kids don't have any self-awareness, bro, like of like at least some of the negative stuff that they're doing, and you always tell them that they're good, or you don't discipline them for their behavior, that's what it ends up. Like you no, your daughter's not a good person. She cheated on someone, bro. So yeah, it's just one of those things where um and I can understand the difficulties if she's never had a father and the mom is always having a bunch of dudes come over and stuff like that. But also too, um, you can get those single mom households, right? And have uncles and other father figures that she can look up to. So that one's difficult to me. I agree with it, but it's a lot of lanes, right?
Number 8. Respectable girlfriends. We all know you're the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. A girl is no exception to this rule. If she has girlfriends that aren't promiscuous or degenerate, that is a good sign. Unfortunately, most guys underestimate this factor. Listen, she could be the perfect girl, the girl of your dreams. If her girlfriends are rotten apples, she will become rotten too. You must pay attention. Do her girlfriends drag her into bad habits? Do they gossip? If you and your girl ever got into a fight, would they tell her you are worthless and that she would be better off with another man? You might think this isn't a big deal, but it is. A girl surrounded by good people is a huge green flag. Keep that in mind. By the way, if
Oh man, bro. I feel like girls always have toxic friends because especially in today's world where girls rather be doing toxic behavior instead of being talked out of toxic behavior. And if you try to talk them out of toxic behavior, you're considered control. So if their friends are just telling, and it's crazy because controlling can go either way, right? Like the thing I don't get is when somebody's telling you or just trying to give you positive advice, it's controlling. But if it's on the other side of the spectrum and it's negative advice, it's not controlling. Like if you're not telling yourself, I want to go drink, and your girlfriend or your homies are telling you that you should drink, that's controlling, bro. Like if you don't have no mind of your own at all, and this is what women don't understand. Like if your girlfriend is telling you, if if your girlfriend is telling you this is how you're supposed to behave, she's controlling you. Like I never understood that, bro. Like it's okay for other women to do it, but when a man does it and because like the thing about it is, I feel like a lot of men, because I'm not saying only men tell you positive. I feel like most men will just to get in that girl's pants, right? They're gonna, oh yeah, get drunk or tell her what she wants to hear, right? But a dude that really cares, wants to see that girl to be the best version of herself, is gonna be like, nah. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, man. This was a good one, man.
you want to level up in life, don't forget to show some love by
Let's
hitting the
see what the
like and
last one's gonna
subscribe
be.
button.
Let's go.
Until next time.
Okay, that's the last. Okay, never mind. So if you like the video, subscribe, like, and see you next time. Peace.